UK Home Office, we are tired. Every day, new measures to do this. Every day, new measures to do something. Guys, as you can see on the screen, this is a new story. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, it says www.gov.uk. This screenshot is right from the gov.uk website. And it says, news story, new measures set out to reduce net migration. So every day, these guys are coming out with new ways to reduce net migration. So this is the current one, and it was published on the 24th of September 2024, so just a few days ago. So what are these new measures they're talking about? I'm going to go into details, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Stop that. So hi guys, welcome once again to my channel. So the UK government and the UK Home Office, they've been trying to cut down on migration for a long time now. I mean, this is no news. They've been trying to reduce net migration, both legal migration and illegal migration. They have brought out so many measures and they're still trying to do so. Let me say that I know that this seems a lot. There's always something new in the news every day about migration. However, let me say that this is a problem. I know that as migrants, there are lots of people that would like to move to the UK or to move to other Western countries, you know, to get better opportunities in life, you know, and all of that. But let me also say that sometimes we don't have to see the UK government as evil or the Home Office as evil, right? Especially if you know that you're looking for only genuine legal ways to move to the UK. And the reason why I'm saying this is that, so let me use Ghana for example, because I am from Ghana. So there was a time in Ghana where, especially the city where I was living in, there were so many Chinese people, and we didn't have a problem with them because obviously they come with money, they set out companies and all of that. Because of them, we had loads of Chinese restaurants, posh Chinese restaurants, and then they employed Ghanaian people. So that means it was good. However, lots of Chinese people were found in the mining sectors. These people were doing illegal mining in Ghana, and a lot of the locals, I mean Ghanaians, got angry. You know, you come all the way from China, you come to mine our gold, our minerals, our natural resources illegally because you have the money to get the tools and the machinery to do so, and then you leave Ghana with so much wealth, you know, and meanwhile in the process you're damaging our forestry, you're damaging our water bodies. And then some of these Chinese people were even not supposed to be in Ghana at the time. They did not have the legal permission to reside in Ghana. So we were angry as Ghanaians because these people were sort of like taking our money, they were stealing from us, meanwhile they did not have the permission to be there. So I understand the British people, I understand the UK people when they're trying to say that yes, at the moment some of them they're complaining that they do not have jobs, that migrants are taking all their jobs. That one I do not agree, because most of the jobs that migrants are coming to take are jobs that are already short, are jobs that the UK government has realized that you guys are short in these areas. That is why they've given companies the permission to recruit internationally. They're saying that we're being a burden on their system, and there has been statistics to show that there's a lot of pressure on the NHS and all of that, and these are also a contributing factor to all of these things. So I do understand where they are concerned a bit. They don't want their country to be taken over by foreigners. I mean, in a way, if you think about it, you can understand in a way, right? However, like I said, if you are here legally, if you're thinking of migrating here legally, I don't think these things should bother you at all. So these are the new measures, right? So they have been grouped into, I think, 5 main points when I read the whole article. As always, I'm going to leave the link to this article in the description so that you can read it for yourself. So they said that, first of all, they are going to target sectors that are reliant in overseas workers and address failure to invest in those sectors in the UK. So they said that they're going to target sectors in the UK that keep relying on foreign personnel to work in these sectors. So I'm sure that they're going to target healthcare as well. They're going to really look into these sectors and see why these sectors are heavily reliant. So in a way, it can go into our favor as well. If they realize that the pay is crap, let's say for nurses, the pay is crap. That's why their own local people are not willing to go into nursing. That's why they keep having to import nurses. That could mean that if they want to tackle that issue, they could end up increasing the salary, I'm thinking, and that could help as migrants as well who are already in that sector already. So let me read the exact thing that they wrote with regards to that. So they said that sectors most reliant on overseas workers will be targeted to ensure they are addressing their failure to invest in skills here in the UK. So there's a new measures to cut historically high levels of net migration have been announced today, bolstering the Home Secretary's approach to tackle the root causes behind the UK's long-term reliance on international recruitment. And one way is that they're going to focus on sectors that are heavily reliant on international recruitment, and they're going to invest in skills here in the UK. We've heard them say saying that so many times, right? The second thing that they said is that they're going to tax the MAC, that's the Migration Advisory Committee, to do a bit more investigation into these sectors, these same sectors where the UK is recruiting foreign personnel, and they're going to require the MAC to give them a yearly sort of like report. The MAC is going to do a detailed investigation and then, into these sectors and do yearly assessments and provide a report so that it would inform the parliament and the ministers in decision making. Okay, so they're going to do this yearly, right? They are constantly going to be looking at these things so that they can come out with better decisions, with regards to migration or importing foreign personnel. So let me read the exact thing they said. They said the government will tax the MAC, that's the Migration Advisory Committee, with monitoring and proactively highlighting key sectors where skills shortages have led to surges in overseas recruitment, and provide a yearly assessment to ministers to inform policy decision making. And then the third thing that they said is that they are going to strengthen rules around visa sponsorship, and employers who follow the law are going to lose their sponsorship. So this is good, right? So they're going to be critical. So if every sponsor or licensed sponsor will be monitored with critical eyes. So if you are a licensed sponsor, you have the permission by the UK Home Office to recruit foreign personnel, you will be monitored closely to see if you're violating any international recruitment rules and regulations. Are you charging the people when you're not supposed to charge them? Are you letting them pay for their COS when you're not supposed to do that? They're going to monitor all of you very, very well, all the companies extremely carefully, and then they're going to strengthen the rules surrounding these things. And if you are found at fault, obviously your license is going to be revoked. That way you'll not be able to recruit more people, and that way they would also end up achieving their goal of reducing net migration. Because let's say you were bringing 100 people in every 2 years, now your 100 people will no longer be able to come because your sponsor license will be revoked. Let me read exactly what they said. They said rules around visa sponsorship of migrant workers will also be strengthened so that strong action can be taken against employers who flout employment laws, restricting the ability to hire workers from abroad. This in addition to work already underway to clamp down on existing sponsor license holders and to stop visa abuse, such as the ramping up of investigation visits by UK VI and suspending and revoking licenses where employers abuse the immigration system and exploit migrant workers. So that is another way that they can reduce net migration. Another important thing that they mentioned is that they are going to follow the already made rules that they have done, even the ones from the previous government. So we all know that the previous government had a 5-point plan where they have stopped care workers from coming with dependents, where now if you're a student, in only exceptional cases will you be allowed to bring a dependent, you can no longer come with dependents, and so forth and so forth. Now they've increased the minimum salary threshold and so many things. I have detailed videos about them. I can link them if you want to watch them. They are going to continue to go with them. The only thing that they have made a change to is that as per the previous government's plan, they were going to keep increasing the minimum salary threshold for family visas. However, this current government has put a hold on it at a point, and so that is the only thing that they've done. Other than that, everything in the entire 5-point plan, they're going to keep upholding it and then keep it going, and those things as well will reduce migration greatly. And then the last point, so I'm going to read that one as well. So it says this follows plans already set out by the Home Secretary to link migration policy. They also said they are going to have a new joined up approach with across government sectors such as the newly formed Skills England, the Industrial Strategy Council, and inputs from Department of Work and Pensions. They are all going to work closely with the MAC, that's the Migration Advisory Committee, so that migration is not used as an alternative to tackling training or skill shortages in the UK. They want to make sure that migration is not their solution, their go-to solution to tackle skill shortage. They want to rather focus on training their own people and finding the root causes why their own people are not patronizing these jobs, and that rather will be the solution and not to import workers. And they're going to do this hand in hand with the Department of Work and Pensions, newly formed Skills England, and the Industrial Strategy Council. It says that already the MAC has been commissioned by the Home Secretary to look at IT and engineering, which are key sectors which have consistently relied on international workforce rather than sourcing the workers and skills they need here in the UK. So IT, there are a lot of Indians and people from other countries that have migrated here with visa sponsorship to come and work in IT companies and to come and work in engineering companies, and they are saying that they are looking at this closely, right? So very soon the number of visas that would be issued for people to come and work in IT companies and engineering companies are going to be reduced. So these are the new measures. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think they are new because we've heard them in one form or the other already, right? They've said these things over and over again. It's just that they have, properly put things in place now, and they've given dates on when they are doing stuff, and then this has been laid out and published. Okay, like I said, this was published on 24th of September 2024. So these are the new measures. What do you think? Tell me, what do you really think? Do you think it would actually eventually get to a point where people will just forget the UK? Or do you think regardless, people are still going to come because they're still not going to find solution for their skill shortage? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.